Hey and welcome, Miss Kara Speaks. Before we get started, I ask that you watch the videos till the end, subscribe, and turn your notifications. We're back again for another one of my watch list, you guys. Number 25 to be exact. How fitting is that? As you know, my watch list typically consists of TV, streaming, and film. Old, new, and in between. Some I've watched before and some I'm currently watching. I will give you my mostly spoiler-free breakdown of 2 or more shows with some additional recommendations. I just want to say welcome to any newcomers. I hope that you'll subscribe, share with a friend, and return for future content. To my subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. Now, by the time this video gets up, it'll either be Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Won't it be fun to find out? And actually, it hasn't been that hectic at work for me as it usually is, but it's been hectic nonetheless. How are you guys hanging in there? Drop that in the comments and let me know. Anywho, this is my family Christmas watch list. It consists of some of my favorites that I like to watch with my kids and sometimes by myself. Anywho, let's get right into it. First up is The Christmas Chronicles, released in 2018. This Netflix original is rated TV PG and has a runtime of 1 hour and 43 minutes. Siblings Kate and Teddy Pierce hatch a scheme to capture Santa Claus on Christmas Eve. When the plan goes awry, the kids join forces with the somewhat jolly Saint Nick and his loyal elves to save the holiday before it's too late. It stars Kurt Russell as Santa Claus with an appearance by his longtime love, Goldie Hawn, as Mrs. Claus. Now, there are 2 movies in this series, but the first one is by far my favorite. And I have a special guest who also loves this movie that's going to come on and tell us his favorite part about The Christmas Chronicles.
My favorite part is when they crash.
When they crash. You like a little action, huh? Yeah. You can catch The Christmas Chronicles now on Netflix. We'll see you back in a few. Next up is Home Alone. Released in 1990, it's rated PG and has a runtime of 1 hour and 43 minutes. An 8-year-old troublemaker must protect his house from a pair of burglars when he is accidentally left home by his family during Christmas vacation. This stars Macaulay Culkin, Joe Pesci, and Daniel Stern. When I tell you, this is one resourceful 8-year-old. The boys and I watch this one every year, and I just hope that my 7-year-old doesn't get any ideas. I believe there are a total of 6 Home Alone properties. Who knew? Hands down, the original Home Alone is my favorite, followed by Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, released in 1992. So Jules is going to join us again for his favorite part of Home Alone. Come on over. Are we going to talk about the first Home Alone or Home Alone 2?
Home Alone 2.
Okay, and what was your favorite part of Home Alone 2?
When he puts on the show.
When he puts on the show and he was pretending that there were other people in the room? Yeah, that was pretty funny. Thanks so much. You can watch all 6 of the Home Alone movies now on Disney+. Next up is Elf, released in 2003. It's rated PG and has a runtime of 1 hour and 37 minutes. Raised by an oversized elf, Buddy travels from the North Pole to New York City to meet his biological father, Walter Hobbs, who doesn't know that he exists and is in desperate need of some Christmas spirit. This Christmas favorite stars Will Ferrell and James Caan. It's a little bit of a hot mess, but we love it. If you want to watch, you can catch it now on HBO Max. And if you like Elf, I recommend Spirited, released this year on Apple TV. It's rated PG-13 with a runtime of 2 hours and 7 minutes, and it is the musical version of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. This one also stars Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds, and like I said, you can catch that one now on Apple TV. Next up is The Santa Claus 2, released in 2002, rated G, with a runtime of 1 hour and 44 minutes. Scott Calvin has been a humble Santa Claus for 8 years, but it might come to an end if he doesn't find a Mrs. Claus. With less than a month away, Scott has to find the right one and get his only son, Charlie, off the naughty list. This one stars Tim Allen as Santa Claus, and there are 3 in this series. My favorites are The Santa Claus 2 and The Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause, released in 2006, rated G, with a runtime of 1 hour and 38 minutes. If you like the Santa Claus movies, Disney Plus released a comedy series this November called The Santa Clauses. It's rated TV PG, and each episode is around 30 minutes, so it's a nice short watch. You can watch all 6 episodes now, as well as all the Santa Claus movies, now on Disney Plus. Next up is The Grinch, released in 2018, rated PG, with a runtime of 1 hour and 30 minutes. You know the story. The cynical Grinch goes on a mission to steal Christmas, only to have his heart changed by a young girl's generous spirit. The cast includes Benedict Cumberbatch, Rashida Jones, Pharrell Williams, Angela Lansbury, and Kenan Thompson. And I must say, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, by Tyler, the Creator, slaps, if you ask me. As you know, the movie is based on the Dr. Seuss classic, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Speaking of which, I also enjoy How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. And let's have our guest over one more time to talk about the Grinch.
I like the Grinch because he's funny.
He is pretty funny, I must agree. Now you can catch the animated Grinch playing on FX all weekend, and the Jim Carrey version is available on HBO Max. Thanks, Jules. Next up is Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey, released in 2020. It's a Netflix original, rated PG, with a runtime of 2 hours and 2 minutes. Decades after being betrayed by his apprentice, a once joyful toy maker finds a new hope when his bright young granddaughter arrives on his doorstep. Now, this was one of the bright spots of that year that we call 2020. This one stars Forrest Whitaker and Madeline Mills, and we also have an appearance by the Anika Noni Rose and Miss Felicia Rashad. Representation matters, and this musical fantasy film is one of my favorites. Christmas with a side of Afrobeats? Yes, please. You can catch Jingle Jangle now on Netflix. Next up is A Christmas Story, released in 1983. It's rated PG and has a runtime of 1 hour and 34 minutes. In the 1940s, a young boy named Ralphie Parker attempts to convince his parents, teacher, and Santa Claus that a Red Ryder Range 200 shot BB gun really is the perfect Christmas gift. Now, I guess I haven't watched this original in a while. Why did I not realize that this took place in the 1940s? Maybe I'm just a little sleepy, y'all. It stars Peter Billingsley as Ralphie, and I will forever remember that leg lamp, the snowsuit where you couldn't put your arms down, and you'll shoot your eye out. This year, we got A Christmas Story Christmas, with Ralphie all grown up trying to give his kids a magical Christmas. It's also rated PG and has a runtime of 1 hour and 38 minutes. Peter Billingsley makes his return, and you can catch both now on HBO Max. Have I hit on any of your Christmas favorites as I round up with my last one or two or three? Drop that in the comments and let me know. This last one is also a newbie to add to the roster. It's called 8-Bit Christmas, and it released in 2021. It's rated PG and has a runtime of 1 hour and 37 minutes. In 1980 Chicago, a 10-year-old sets out on a quest to get the Christmas gift of the generation, the latest and greatest video game system. Now you know these kids really love their video games. Back then and now, still. I was never really into video games. I would sneak every now and again and try to play my brother's Atari, and all I could really figure out was Pac-Man, and I was never really that good at that. But now when I go to the arcade with my kids, I still play Miss Pac-Man because I don't have to put no money in, so I just 1 life, 2 life, 3 life, 4. Anyway, the movie stars Steve Zahn and Neil Patrick Harris, to name a few. I thought this was a fun new movie based in the past. Have you seen 8-Bit Christmas? You can watch it now on HBO Max. An honorable mention goes to our not so Christmas movie, Rise of the Guardians, where we have Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, and a few others that are trying to stop Pitch Black from trying to overthrow the Guardians. You can check it out now on Prime Video. And let's not forget a few old school Christmas classics like A Charlie Brown Christmas, Frosty the Snowman, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I know that you can catch A Charlie Brown Christmas on Apple TV, and the other ones you can usually catch around Christmas time on your network cable TV. That is all I have for you in this video, so please get down in the comments and let me know what your favorite Christmas film is. You can go back to my old video and tell me about some of the ones for the grown-ups, or get down in the comment section of this one and tell me some of the ones that you like to watch with your kids or by yourself, because I mean, why not? I do really love Christmas, you guys, so I wanted to give you all the Christmas spirit that I had, even though, you know, it taps your girl's pockets out. I love to see the smile on my kid's face. I love the tree and the treats, and the kids love the presents. It's just a really good time of the year. I won't hold you up much longer. This is the last watch list of the year. So, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. Quick little update, I may do another video and tell you what I have going on for the new year, but since we're watching a watch list, in terms of my watch list, I am going to go in the new year back to my original format. So that's 2 watch lists a month. It'll be every other week. I just want to try to get some other things going. Like I said, I may elaborate in another video or on the community tab, with the exception of February, which is Black History Month. So you know we got to get a watch list every week for Black History Month. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Happy holidays. I wish you well. I love you all. Check out some of my other content on my previous watch list. Keep your notifications on. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.